Hey sister friends, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Welcome to GlamTam. So today we have a special guest.
I've been here before.
He's been here before, so he's not, well, he is special. You are special, but you're not a guest.
Yeah, I live here.
So you guys know it's the one and only Mr.
What's up, y'all?
Smith here, because we're gonna do a little anniversary video. So our anniversary was on July 2nd and we celebrated, tell them how long?
4 years.
4 years.
Not 4 months. Not 4 days.
We're
turning into little veterans out here.
525,600 minutes.
So we ain't like, newlyweds no more.
We're not. It's exciting just because it's gone by so fast. It's gone by so fast, and it's been good. Yeah, so this video, we just kind of wanted to talk about our 4 years together being married. We've been together for 6, been married for 4. So we just kind of wanted to do a little sit down talk and share our hearts. And also, I thought it would be cool to do like a little Q&A, but instead of asking like Instagram for questions, I thought it'd be cool if we ask each other questions. So we both have 3 questions each.
Yeah, man, so it's a blessing to be here. It's a milestone that we reached 4 years. Not everybody makes it even that far, even though, some wouldn't call it far. But like I said, it's a milestone. So we reached that point. We're definitely grateful. We are definitely thankful. And we're happy with one another. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to sit here and fake our feelings or emotions toward one another. Like, we're literally happy
I'm
together.
really happy.
Yeah, happily married. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing. Marriage is beautiful when you do it the way it's supposed to be done, and that's God's way.
Yeah, for me, I'm just very thankful and blessed. Like you said, a lot of people don't make it 4 years happily. I've heard plenty of times that the honeymoon phase ends after a year, after 2 years, but I mean,
the first year is the worst.
Yeah, the first year is the worst. After 2 years, you stop liking each other and all that stuff. But I can honestly say otherwise. I can definitely say that we have a happy marriage. We're pretty much best friends at this point. You don't get one without the other. We're side by side. Yeah. You know the vibe. And yeah, I mean, this past year, God is really showing us a lot. The past year, we definitely grown together. We definitely have enjoyed one another. We've laughed a lot, grown a lot. My communication has increased.
Yeah. For sure. That's another thing too. It's gonna always be things that y'all have to work on.
Yeah,
together,
of course.
But it's working through.
Yeah, I'm not saying that we're not perfect at all. Neither one of us. I can say that with the imperfections, God is, definitely still molding us as we are one and just making us better individuals and better in our marriage. So all glory to Him. I couldn't have done it without God or Him, and also our friends and family who have supported us and who love us and pray for us all the time. So shout out to y'all.
Shout out to all
y'all are watching. You know who you are, and yeah, we love you guys. So that was just a little quick 4-year shenanigan talk, and yeah, we're gonna just do a little quick Q&A. And who's gonna go first?
Wanna rock, paper, scissors, shoot? Got you. Go ahead.
All right, so my first question is, what is one thing you learned about me last year?
Last year, one thing I've learned about you. I don't know, you are really funny. Like, legit funny. And I've always seen your sense of humor, but this last year is just, it's through the roof. And I think some of our friends can attest to that. They be saying how much of a comedian she is. Tam might seem quiet to some of y'all, but nah, you get her in her element, she's super funny.
I'll take it.
All right, cool. How has your view of marriage changed from our first year until now?
Wow. Okay, so the first year we were married, I just felt like we were married. I just looked at marriage all right, you find you a man or whatever, y'all date, y'all get engaged, y'all get married, and that's just kind of it, I guess. But last year, I feel like even God really showed me whenever He places 2 people together, there's a purpose behind that, especially if you wait for the right one. And just knowing that God has a purpose for our marriage, it really changed my whole perspective of being like married to you. Like, you're my purpose partner. Just understanding that marriage there's purpose behind it. And God has his own way of bringing two people together for his glory, to fulfill his will for not just our individual lives, but our lives together. Whereas before, I was just like, all right, we're married. Not that's it, but like you just kind of get married and that's just kind of like you just chilling. Whereas now I'm like, all right, there's really purpose behind this.
It's heavy, and a lot of what she's saying is kind of a side note to give you some context. Our first year of marriage was like, it's just all lighthearted, just all new and fresh and like early. And then as we get to this point, like we had a lot of stuff revealed this year about us as a couple and our mission when it comes to the kingdom. So it's like, I definitely get what you talking about.
And I guess I'm saying like, I can't do what God wants me to do without you. And you can't do it without me. Okay, does that work?
That works. All right, fire. Yeah. Cool. All right, second question for me.
How or what has made you become a better husband in the last 4 years? This is for the bros who watch. Or the ladies. Y'all can share this with your mans.
I would say that I understand my role more. It's kind of like what she said in her previous question. To start, it just was all cute and, bubbly, and this is our first year of marriage. We just entering into this union, right? And you just, okay, yeah, we're married. And then you begin to learn like your role and what you're supposed to be doing in your marriage. And I think for me, what has made me a better husband is understanding my role. You gotta know what it means to be able to love your wife, even as Christ loved the church. You gotta know how Christ loved the church. And as I'm learning that, it's so. What are you most excited about for year 4?
I'm most excited for you because I'm not going into any details, but I've known Bryan since 2015, and I've seen him make some crazy sacrifices over and over again. Not just once, not just twice, but I've seen him make some crazy sacrifices that I know were not easy. And so now just seeing like where he is, I'm not dropping no hints and no clues or nothing like that. Y'all gotta just follow him on Instagram to keep up. But just seeing where God is taking him. I'm not really sure what's in store, but I'm just excited for what's to come, and I'm excited for the future and this next season that we're both in, and I'm just excited to continue to be married to my best friend. So my last question is, since we've been married 4 years, how do you see our purposes aligning?
I see our purposes aligning because I feel like we're both creatives. I do the music and everything, and you just are creative in everything. Anything glamorous, anything that has to do with creation, graphic, video, beauty, anything, So I feel like in that God just crossed our paths.
Right.
Your purpose, we will propel each other, we'll propel one another, You do video and all your editing and all that, so. Which
is crazy because I didn't start YouTube until after we got married, which I didn't know YouTube was in the cards for me until afterwards, after we got married. And this was something that, Bryan really pushed me to do because he was in agreement with it. He also named my channel, if y'all didn't know. God is going to use us both on certain platforms in certain creative ways.
And she has good character in places that I may lack, like patience, temperament, kindness, like all the time. That's literally
That's me. What are you?
For me.
Impatience. I'm just kidding.
When it comes to being confident and just really believing deeply, and what it is that you could do, I would say, I possess that.
Right. So we balance each other out.
Last and final question for me is to you or them. And that is, what advice do you have for single Christian women that desire marriage?
Ooh. I don't really like saying this because it's very cliche, but you gotta trust God. It's hard and it's not easy to do that, especially if you are desiring marriage. I mean, there's nothing wrong with putting yourself out there. Not unless God specifically told you, do not talk to any guy, do not go out with any guy. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with getting to know a guy. And if you don't like him, that's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, if you think a guy is cute and he texts you, I mean, don't think too deeply of it. Just text him back. One thing I believe about Christian men, whenever they are pursuing a woman, they will show who they truly are. You don't have to guess. You'll know, I mean, within, I feel like, days or first few conversations what a man is truly about. So if you don't like what you hear, what you see, then you can move on. One thing for me was I felt like I was going to meet my husband in Georgia. That did not happen. I was long distance for 2 years, which is something I didn't want to go through, but God saw otherwise. So just being open to, you know, whatever it is that he could have for you.
I would add to that. Don't think that being single is a curse. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a certain favor that you obtain from the Lord in marriage, but you also obtain favor from the Lord being single. Like,
a lot of married people say your single season is a gift, and it's hard to see that, but it is. Is that all, Pastor? You want to close us out?
How are we closing?
We asked for offering.
So if you pass the gold, it's a gold plate coming around right now. Put $100 into that.
$100?
$100.
That's a lot of money.
We just thank you all for tuning into this video. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all be sure to share, subscribe, comment, like all that.
Yep.
Follow her on Instagram.
Follow him on Instagram.
All those things, you know, links will be in the description below.
Also, you can check out Bryan's music. He has some songs already out, and
yeah, by the time y'all watch this, statement should have dropped. So y'all go check that out. Link will be in the description as well.
On that note, y'all know the drill. I'll holler at y'all in my next video.
Love y'all. Y'all be safe out there, man.
And we'll see you guys. Well, I'll probably see you guys in the next video. Bye.
See y'all next year.